Alright, good morning guys. Hopefully everybody slept very well. I did not. But that's all about survival. So I think I turned in about 4:30 last night. Got up at 6 this morning to check my traps. Bet you thought I was hanging out and drinking beer all night. Nah, we had bullfrogs making noise last night, and basically I got me a big stick and I went out there to go look for bullfrogs. I was able to get bullfrogs this way many of times. Last night couldn't really see them, so hopefully tonight we'll have a better chance. But while I was up, I went ahead and started making some fish traps. Now in our other video, which should be popping up there for you, we made our own fish traps using bank line, saplings, sawgrass. Made those up, put them in the water, and we were able to catch minnows. I usually use those for crawfish. Well, I went ahead and made 3 of those up last night and got them in the water. Now for bait, I don't have bait. Well, our dinner last night, we still had a lot of food left over, and part of that was breakfast this morning. So I put some of that stroganoff noodles in our cages, put them in the water. Well, I didn't get any crawfish, but what I did get was bait. That's a good sized minnow. Alright, I guess technically it'd be considered a fish. I'm not really sure what fish he is, but yeah. So the reason I'm excited about this, we've got turtles all over. I saw turtles last night, but they were too far into the water for me to go get. My boots are soaked, my jeans are drying today. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some turtle traps out. And basically a turtle trap is a series of sticks turn into a funnel, kind of like a built-in room that things can go in, but things can't go out. So having this fresh fish, this little minnow bait, chopped up along with what we have left over from our dinner last night, we'll be using that to bait those areas up. And I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put a couple of them. They're not hard to do. We'll go ahead and get into that right now. I got coffee boiling because it's early. It is early. But yeah, turtles love fish. So we missed a turtle yesterday, right when I was coming in. Wife and I was driving down the road, and I saw something in the road. At first I thought it was a snake. I thought it was a snake all coiled up right in this logging road. So I got closer and I saw it. It was a turtle. I jumped out, went over there to go take a look at it, and I'm kind of skittish, to be honest. There's so many laws and regulation on what you can and cannot hunt here in Florida. I'm worried about filming killing some endangered species for a freaking video, even though last night's meal was the only meal I've got for 7 days. So technically I am in a survival situation. I got cell phone reception here. I could always call Domino's. But anyway, I thought it was a alligator snapping turtle, which is protected. So I kicked him off the side of the road so he wouldn't get run over. Big sucker. And last night it dawned on me what he was, because he wasn't a hard shell or anything. He was a Florida soft shell turtle, the ones with those really long snouts. As long as I don't harvest them between the month of May and July 31st, yesterday was August 1st, I can hunt them. So, since today is August 2nd, soft shell turtles it is. And there's a bunch out there. So hopefully the turtle traps will work. We're going to make up some new gigs. That way it's easier for me to puncture through. The soft shell turtles, their shell is kind of like a thick leather. As long as you can punch through, you got them. So unlike other turtles with a hard bony shell, you can actually spear these suckers. So we're going to get our coffee done, have that in the morning, and I'm going to chop this bait up, put them out in the water. Alright, so I'm out here looking for game trails and things so I can put down some traps and some snares, and I came across some scat. recognize this. This is rabbit droppings. How do I know? Because my wife has rabbits. Now this is literally 10 feet from camp. We're not going to set up traps right here in camp. So it is 8 a.m. and it is muggy as can be. The humidity down here in Florida is freaking ridiculous. Even if one wanted to sleep in, probably couldn't. But brings me to a very good point. With survival, complacency, you've got to get up. Alright, so this morning I got up. We caught some of those minnows, good sized small fish. They're not even minnows, good sized small fish. It's not a meal, but it's bait. So we're able to get those. We're going to be making some turtle traps. We're going to be setting up some other snares. And I have with me, as soon as I get it out of my pocket, good old rat traps. Not mouse, rat. Rat traps are freaking awesome. Now, if it was squirrel season and I was in an area with squirrels, putting these up in trees, low branches, things like that works really well. But it's not squirrel season where I'm at. So, in a survival situation, there is no game season. You just eat what you can. Alright, I'm going to show you guys something. You guys see these down trees right here? Locations like this is perfect for turtles and snakes. So that's where we're coming in here to take a look, see if we can jump up anything. Something did move over there. Sometimes you can catch frogs up here. Usually turtles, they climb up on these trees and they'll bake out in the sun. So we'll be checking this spot a couple times during the day just to see what's moving around and stuff in here. As a matter of fact, let me see how these logs are. We got minnows swimming around. I'm just looking to see if there's any turtles sitting in the water underneath. Alright, I don't see anything. That's okay. Now, usually I use baling wire for snare wire and stuff. This is actually picture frame wire. I picked this up at a Walmart store. It's braided. The reason why I picked this up is so we can tie off our traps. If we happen to get a hold of a nutrient or something like that and it's not a good hit, I don't want it to drag my trap off out there in the water. So we'll be tying this off. Probably just use this stump right here, tie off here. Listening to the birds fly by. There's a lot of birds in the area. I don't know which ones I can hunt and which one I can't, because they're asking me about was I planning on hunting migrating birds and stuff like that when I had gotten my hunting license this year, which I wasn't planning on it. So we got toast cheese peanut butter crackers. Everything in the woods loves peanut butter. Now we had a couple of these. We had a cheese and we had the peanut butter one that we brought out here with us, mainly for bait and, you know, occasional snack. But now I want this peanut butter to put on this trap. Hear these frogs? Alright, so we have our trap baited. I'm going to move the sticks out of the way and we'll get it set. think of it as just a giant mouse trap. That's all it is, except it's a rat trap. And there we go. Something comes along, tries to eat our peanut butter. Blammo. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple extra little pieces around here. Maybe get his attention a little bit. Why not, right? I don't think it's going to hurt anything. There we go. I'm going to save the rest for our other traps. Alright, so we've got our turtle trap, fish trap in place. Now I've heard people say they've caught catfish in this. I've never caught fish. I've caught crawfish and I've caught turtles in this. Now there's many different designs you can do. Some do a complete oval. I just boxed it in, put some loose branches, twigs and stuff down in the opening, so once they force their way into the bait, they have a hard time coming out. But you want all your stakes pounded down pretty good, and you want an opening so they can come in but have difficulty leaving.
Okay, it's probably really loud, I can't help that. We got bad lightning storms. I mean, this stuff's popping right over my head. Every time a strike happens, it thunders right behind it, so this storm's right over me. So, survival tip number 1, lay as flat on the ground as possible. I laid down all my tripods, all that stuff, and hope for the best.